Hello friends, I am Sanyukta and today we are going to learn the Tangle pattern Shattuck. Right? Shattuck is also one of the Zentangle originals from Rick Roberts and Maria Thomas, and it is a very simple pattern to draw. And in front of me is a tile on which I have done some homework. I'll show you the string that I have used on the tile. So this is my tile. I have first drawn these 3 pair of double lines starting from one end to the other, and then I have given a border in the remaining space that is left, and then I have divided this portion into 3 sections, right? 1, 2 and 3. So this is the tile, the border and 3 sections. I'll let you know why I have done this exercise, because Shattuck can be drawn in 2-3 different ways, and in one tile I will try to show you 3 variations of the same pattern, right? So we'll start with gratitude towards the art form and the fact that we are safe and sound and with our loved ones in such difficult times, and we'll start with the tile. So starting from this corner, I'm going to add one line, a curved line, and then I'm going to aura it in the inside, right up to this end, right? Again I am going to draw one curved line starting from this end to this point, kind of, you can say, 90 degrees, and then alright, you can see that portions of this string I have colored in black ink so as to give you an idea how black and white jelly roll, black micron and white jelly roll look together. So again going to aura it, you can see I have started from the larger line and auraing it to the inside. Alternatively, you can start from here. It's entirely up to you how you feel comfortable. So you can start from the smaller line and aura it to the outside to reach the other end, right? Again starting from the larger one and filling the inside with auras. Take your time, slowly. Generally, the number of auras inside turns out to be the same number of lines, but even if it is not, there is nothing to worry. For example, if there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lines here, that's okay, right? Again adding auras. Right. Starting from the inside, you can draw the way whichever way you are comfortable, either from inside to out or from the longest line to the smaller, right? So now I'm going to pick up my white jelly roll, that's jelly roll 08, and I'm going to first draw the outer aura, right? You can see almost 90-degree angle. I am mirroring the same lines and alternating it on the other side, right? So now that I have drawn the outermost lines, I am going to aura it to the inside just the way I did in the other side. While auraing the other side, I am trying to connect with the lines that I have already drawn as if they are an extension, right? Again, you have to be careful. The jelly roll takes little time to dry up, so avoid putting your hand on it. So taking cue from the lines on the other side, drawing auras, right? Again, taking cue from this line on the other side. Keep rotating your tile for the ease of hand position. Right? Again, I am auraing from the longest to the smallest. You can always do it the other way. And then the last one. Right? So that's the pattern Shattuck. In this, certain points to remember is this kite kind of shape that is formed here generally comes when the width of the columns is the same and you almost draw the same number of auras in every curve, inside every larger curve, right? So then you get this kind of look in Shattuck, but that's not a standard rule. The moment the width of the columns, these two columns vary, or you vary the number of auras every time you draw that curve, they may not meet at the same point, but that's okay, right? You can draw Shattuck that way also. Now I am going to show you another way. I will be drawing straight lines here, right? I am not using curved lines. Started from one end, again going to other end, starting from the longest and filling it up with straight line auras to the other end. Again, kind of 90 degrees. You can draw Shattuck this way also. I am drawing straight lines here instead of curved lines. You can see it gives a woven kind of look, like a basket or something, right? That's straight line Shattuck. Again, I'll be using the same style of Shattuck here also. So this portion also I'm going to start from one end. As you can see, now I am starting from the smallest line first, going to the largest, or draw the largest one first and fill in the inside with auras. It's entirely up to you. Right, again. Right, so in these two black columns, again I am going to be using my jelly roll. So you can take cue from this side or this side, whichever way you wish. So I am going to be taking cue from this side, joining the line here and then filling up the inside. Again, again. So that's straight line Shattuck. We'll do the same exercise here. Again, you can take a cue from this side, right? Draw a line this way and again this way. So I'm going to fill it up like this. Then again. These lines are generally called the ribs of Shattuck. These double lines are very integral part of Shattuck because it gives it that framed kind of look, right? So generally Shattucks are divided by these double lines. So there is one more way that you can draw Shattuck. So I will be using this border to show you that you may draw curved lines like this, right? Curved lines like this, and I am going to be using my white jelly roll on the black portion. And then again the same principle. Add auras. It gives kind of a curved look. So you can start from here. Again, starting from here. You can see how I am drawing the lines, maintaining the curved kind of look, right? Again. Yeah. So again, that's again Shattuck. So I start from here. So this wavy look comes when you draw the shattuck this way. Right? So again, rotating my tile, just following the waves. So that's shattuck. Now we are going to be shading our pattern. So there are a couple of ways in which you can shade. I am going to shade in two ways. I am shading where the lines seem to be going under, right? Basically I am shading the outermost line because where these lines seem to be going under, so I want to highlight that. So I am adding some graphite on the outermost line. The same thing I will do in the straight line shattocks also. Adding graphite where the lines seem to be going under, right? And I will also add some graphite on the edges. You can do either or you can do both. So adding some graphite on both the edges. Just make sure you do not add too much of it because you don't want to cover the whole column with grey. Same thing here. Where the lines seem to be going under. Right? Adding some graphite on the edges. For the black portions, we'll use the white charcoal that I introduced in one of my previous sessions. So now we are going to blend. So I am blending the graphite that I have already put on the outermost aura, giving the effect that the lines are going under, and then slightly smudging the graphite that I put on the edges. Right. So the same exercise on the straight line shattuck. I am not adding graphite on the edges here. I don't feel the need to because their columns are not that wide. You may add some graphite on the edges also, right? So here again so now I am going to take my white charcoal and do the same exercise on the black portion, right? Adding some white charcoal on the outer edges and on the largest curve to give the effect that the lines are going under. Right, and some graphite on the edge. Going to use another tortillon to just take off the excess chalk that is there. And then going to do the same exercise here, adding some white charcoal here. I'll use my blender. Yeah, so you can also use the white charcoal pencil here to highlight. So if you want to highlight the center of the shattuck, you can either draw a line or you can also highlight in this fashion, right? I'm just highlighting by drawing, by coloring the center basically with white charcoal. Just to give a lift to the center, right? Yeah. So that's the tangle pattern shattuck. Some charcoal here also. So you can see what magic lines can create. The look of the shattuck this kite kind of shape that is formed, as I told you earlier, comes when the width of the columns are almost same and you draw almost the same number of auras every time. But that's not important. You can vary the width, you can draw it in different ways, you can vary the number of auras every time. So, oh wow, we have some roots flowing in here to the back side also. So let's fill it up in a fun way. Looks like my Shattuck is expanding here. So I hope you have got the hang of the tangle by now. Start from the longest first or start from the shortest first and just keep adding auras till you reach the other end. And see how my Shattuck is expanding here. Oh wow. Right? So just a quick revision of what we just did at the back of the tile. That's tangle pattern, Shattuck. It's kind of expanding as the columns are expanding, right? Yeah, I think now you get the picture. So that's the same Shattuck but a different look. You can also fill in these small portions, right? And the look varies. You can play with this divider and the look varies. And of course there is always ample of opportunities to play with the aura. So I am now going to initial my tile. Sign it. And date it. So we'll meet again with another official pattern. Till then, take care and goodbye.